Thomas, for the first time, school employees and not parents take action for the emotional trauma they say they experienced.
News Channel 9's Hannah Lawrence tells us why they say they are the forgotten victims in this tragedy. Hannah.
Calvin, Latricia, the employees were called in to help during the chaos after the crash. They blamed Durham for the heartbreaking moments they spent forced not to tell their parents if their children were among the survivors of the crash or the lives lost. Two new lawsuits reveal the chaos behind the scenes as dozens of elementary students flooded this hospital and Woodmore Elementary's campus. The school's secretary, Elisa Bibbs, at the center of one of those suits.
I didn't know what to do with the emotions that I was feeling.
We first talked to Bibbs a couple of weeks ago about Durham's broken promise to pay for her counseling. Bibbs' lawsuit says she was forced to face parents at the school that night, knowing if their child was alive or not. But she was instructed not to tell them the truth.
I went through stages of rage, helplessness.
While Bibbs attempted to calm parents here, Ronnie Burke says another lawsuit filed today tells the story of her coworker, a teacher at Woodmore. She was asked to come into the hospital that night.
She was identifying the injured children. Some of the other children, pictures were shown to her. They were so badly injured she couldn't identify them.
Same story though. Burke says medical staff also told her not to tell parents their child's fate. At one point, the lawsuit says she collapsed because of her emotional distress and ended up in the emergency room herself.
She was getting down on her knees and praying and crying with parents.
Mitzi Nash waited for hours that night to find out what happened to her daughter Zoe.
They kept telling me they don't know what Zoe is, they don't know what Zoe is.
Nash still hurts thinking about the moment she finally found out the truth about Zoe. The 9-year-old died at the scene.
She was basically my best friend, and I miss everything about her.
Burke says there are other employees trying to decide if they want to file a suit. He says they're worried about their jobs and the personal information the defendants will have access to if they take legal action. Calvin.
Thanks, Hannah. Victims have 1 year to file lawsuits after a traffic collision. The 1-year anniversary of the Woodmore bus crash is this coming Tuesday.